My name is Keith Hubbard. I'm an engineer in Public Works in the Clean Water program. Today we're at a constructed wetland. It's located east of Grandview Park, next to 4 Mile Creek. The wetland was constructed to work similarly to a natural wetland that you might find in the Iowa prairie. The water is allowed to filter through. It removes pollutants and nutrients and helps the water to be cleaned up before it enters 4 Mile Creek. So the way the wetland works is it slows the water down, allows pollutants and particles to settle out. The plants that we have out here, they'll take the nutrients, the excessive nutrients in the water and absorb those before it makes its way into 4 Mile Creek. This wetland is fed by a storm sewer. Back here, it drains about 44 acres of land, and when it first rains, a lot of that water initially has a lot of pollutants and chemicals and trash in it. And when the storm water discharges into this stormwater settlement forebay, the particles can settle out and it can collect the trash before it moves on into the rest of the wetland. So after the water leaves the forebay, it continues on through a series of a shallow waterway. It kind of meanders through the wetland like a stormwater maze. The water has to travel about 1,100 feet to get back to the outlet. This gives it time for the pollutants to settle out and for the plants to take up those nutrients that were in the water. After the water is finished meandering through the shallow waterway, it enters this deeper pool. This is kind of the final area for nutrients to get absorbed, sediment to settle out. It also provides a habitat for wildlife. There's fish and frogs and other creatures living around here. This does provide some stormwater detention and helps protect 4 Mile Creek from excessive flows during a heavier rain event. Okay, so now we're standing at the outlet structure for the wetland. It's a concrete structure that has some stop logs in there so we can adjust the elevation of the water. Normally it just stays the way it is and the water is allowed to fill and release as needed. There's a pipe that continues on to an outlet area full of riprap, and then there's an open ditch that continues on to the far tree line where 4 Mile Creek is located.